Right, I'm going to try holding this thing today to see if this stops the crackling, because anywhere else I seem to pin it, I seem to be having a little bit of a recording issue. So, anyway, right, I got a message asking about I'm looking to lose weight and build muscle at the same time. Now, there are some studies that have shown that if you're in a calorie deficit and your protein's here and you're on PEDs and blah, 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 you can grow muscle while losing weight at the same time. And in some cases, I guess, but primarily, no. No, you can't. And this is why you have cutting phases and bulking phases, because when you're cutting, you're in a calorie deficit to lose weight, and you're in a calorie surplus to gain weight. And with your body, so when you're in a calorie deficit, you will find you lose muscle size on the way down. And this is where your diet and supplements and stuff come in to try and minimize the loss on the way down. And then when you're bulking, again, you can lean bulk, you can dirty bulk, you can bulk however ultimately you want. But the end game is the more calories that go in, the more you can grow. And you can do that with the maximum amount of fat loss or minimum amount of fat loss. It depends how you choose to go about it, what your coach's plans are, so on and so forward. My coach, which makes me quite happy, he likes to do lean bulking. He bulks, and 99% of the time you can still see his abs, and that for me would make me happy. Whereas you had some guys back in the day like Lee Priest and Jay Cutler and stuff that when they bulked, they fucking bulked, and they're walking around with fucking bellies. And don't get me wrong, these were some of the biggest guys ever to walk around on the planet, so there's obviously something in it, but mentally for me, I think I would struggle getting fat on purpose. But anyway, I go on to explain something, and I go on a million different tangents, and I'm fucking here, there, and everywhere. But if you looking to lose weight and gain muscle, pick one. You either want to build muscle or you want to lose weight. Just keep it simple. Don't try and complicate it, because you'll find you end up wasting a lot of time. You don't get the results you're looking for. Just keep it simple. Cut and bulk. Maintain recovery phases. This is why these things exist. Keep it simple, and then you can't be disappointed. Um, what was I going to say there? I had a point to make. If you're someone that's just started the gym and you're losing weight, and you find that, oh, I'm gaining muscle, you probably aren't gaining muscle, but because you're training every day, you're actively doing active things, you are conditioning the muscle. You are using the muscle. The muscle will be getting conditioned. And no, it won't necessarily be growing. Like me, for example, during my transformation phase, we have never been in a calorific surplus for me to get any bigger muscularly. But I had a good base to begin with, because back in the day I've done powerlifting, strongman, so on and so forward. I used to lift some really big weights in my younger years. 300 kilo deadlift, 160 bench for 10, shit like that. So I couldn't do any of that now, just FYI. Not a fucking chance. But just for some context, people looking at me that, oh, you've lost weight and you're muscling that. No, the muscle was there prior to the fat going on. So what's happened with me is we've took the duvet off and now you can see the mattress, if that makes sense to you. Like, I'm not necessarily the best representation of a fat loss transformation, because although yes, I was very fat and I've lost weight and now I've got quite a muscular physique, the muscle was there prior to getting really fat. And because I still had spats of training through becoming fat and being fat, some of this was here prior. Um, we have not done a bulking phase, we have not done a growing phase, we have not done any phase in which to grow any muscle yet, but we will be. So as of right now, we have been cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting, and I have lost muscle on the way down. Um, some of my measurements aren't what they were, but again, some of them were fat. My arms, although now they're very lean and vascular, there was fat wrapped around 360 degrees of all of my muscle. So naturally, my muscles will appear to get smaller because your entire body, well, mine was encased in fat. So, you know, anyway, you get my point. It's in there somewhere between this tangent and that tangent. I feel like I kind of stuck roughly to the basis of that one, but um, yeah, just fucking. Anyway, aye, pick one. Either cut or bulk. Don't try and do both at the same time. It generally doesn't work. Enjoy your day.